Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Ringo TV Reactions. What we're talking about is the Epstein files. I am tired of hearing about the Epstein files. I don't know about you guys, but I am tired of it. I am tired of news people talking about it. I'm tired of influencers talking about it. And when I say talking about it, I'm not speaking in general of just talking about it like how I am. I'm talking about they just keep talking about Trump every minute, trying to tie him into a situation with a man who's dead already. So now they're saying that 13 images that was somehow removed were reinstated. And now the Democrats are trying to make it seem as if though, Trump had something to do with these files being removed. Look, I am tired of hearing about this mess. I am tired of everybody acting like Trump is Epstein. Um, they have already been Epstein files released, which shows images of Trump. Whoopie doo. So what? What is the big deal? So he's in a photo with somebody? Oh, he must be guilty, right? Okay, so what about everybody else? I'll wait. If you guys been reading the papers, if you guys been studying the news, a lot of victims of Epstein were in those alleged photos that weren't in the files when they were released because of something in regards to sensitive information that could identify who these people are. And that's why those photos weren't there. But the media, influencers are running rampant, continuing this campaign of anti-Trumpism. And they keep talking about these Epstein files. I'm tired of hearing this. Like, literally, are you? Because I'm tired of hearing about Epstein files. Like, what are we looking for? Are we looking for naked photos with Trump and children? Because that's not in the Epstein files. People went to P. Diddy parties. Celebrities went to Diddy's parties. We never heard none of them brought up in court. Why? To protect their privacy. Everything was focused on Diddy, Diddy, Diddy. What is the big deal with everybody all over social media, the news media, and they keep using this smear campaign to try to throw Trump under the bus any chance they get? I am tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of people talking about Trump and the Epstein files as if though Trump is Epstein. There are victims that are in these files too. Images, which you could clearly see them. Should they release that? Because normally when you release photos that have sensitive info, they blur out certain things and, remove addresses, phone numbers, facial images, because that's sensitive material. So now they're saying that the images were put back due to backlash. And the Democrats are basically trying to put out a negative report that, oh, the only reason why they were removed because Trump was in the photos. Y'all already got photos with Trump. Who cares? What's the crime? Look, ladies and gentlemen, let's not move into 2026 and we're stupid. Let's leave stupid in 2025. Can we all agree? What exactly are we looking for? I'm tired of this mental madness that everybody's playing. Every day you come online, you see an influencer talking about, ooh, the Epstein files. We got them. Trump is busted. You see, the administration, they're all pedophiles and they're all guilty. And I'm like, what? What? What did you find? Well, Trump is in a photo with Epstein. So is a bunch of other people. Could we talk about something that is interesting? Like, what's the crime? Last time I checked, there's a lot of influencers that are in photos with Satanists, Freemasons, witches, warlocks, demon people. I don't hear nobody talking about these things. What is the obsession? I mean, you got people in the live chat saying they hate Trump, F Trump. Let me tell you something, man. We live in a... That's why I stay to myself, man. Too many people are evil. Too many people, man, have demons in them, bro. Like, they're sick. Where are the intelligent people at? It seems like social media is flooded with lunatics, weirdos, demons, people that just full of hate. It's like an army of hate people, just hateful people. Like, where do you folks come from? Like, do y'all have any good days? Do y'all like go to work and just be angry all day, just come in the job mad like this? Just mad at everybody? Just an evil person all day? What did Trump do to you? What did Trump do to you personally? Last time I checked, we got bills to pay. When them bills are due, ain't nobody worrying about an Epstein file. When that car note is due, nobody's thinking about Epstein files. When the kids need to eat, when you need to eat, you're not worrying about an Epstein file. What are you looking for? I'll tell you, dirt. You know why? Because the mainstream media and social media influencers, they all work for the devil. And their job is to continue to put out propaganda news all day long in order to keep you upset. Some of you folks are literally walking around angry all day. You know why? Social media. Social media influencers. Social media news reporters. They come online and they're like, we got breaking news. Trump was also featured in the Epstein files. 13 photos were removed on Friday when the Epstein files were released. Details show that the Trump administration may be covering up something sinister. And now you're all on edge, like, for real, they took out the photos. Trump is guilty. Okay, they just put back the photos. Now what? They had to protect the victims that were in the photos. So if Trump is in a photo, because they said that he was in a photo doing what? Messing with boys? Messing with underage girls? No. But that's what you're looking for. They had to protect people that are in the photos. It's like if, let's say, hypothetically speaking, I'm in Times Square in New York and I'm doing some content. And I got my camera rolling and yeah, I'm in public, but there's a bunch of underage kids behind me. And for some reason, the bokeh effect on my camera wasn't working and the background was totally exposed, showing all of these kids. The footage that I'm using is being featured in a movie, a real movie that's going to be published in theaters. I just can't take that video footage, edit the footage, and release a movie with other kids in my movie. I would have to blur the backdrop. Because if I don't, I may end up getting sued. You understand? Because there's underage kids in the video. When you consider that, and you think about these images that was mysteriously missing, y'all acting like Trump walked into a glove box and said, ooh, let's take these photos out. Let's take these out. And go ahead, y'all can release it. Trump have no control over those photos. Y'all acting like Trump could just walk in and just go in a file cabinet and take out photos. Do y'all not forget it was Trump who said he's going to sign off on letting them files get released? It was Trump who said he's going to do that. There are other people at the top that are doing their jobs. For some reason, these photos were missing. So what? So what? What are we looking for? Because Trump have not been convicted of nothing. A lot of people are walking around trying to crucify Trump for something that another man did. Epstein is the subject. He's the one who's guilty. But guess what? I got bad news. He's dead. Epstein is dead. Okay, if Epstein is dead, what are we talking about? What's going on? I mean, look at the comment right here. Look at Benny. Benny says Trump showed everyone many times. Oh, wait. Let me see. Trump showed Trump showed everyone many times that he's an actor. I don't know what you mean. He says, I couldn't care less about anything going on in the political whatever. Something's wrong with America, man. Something's wrong with America. How many people want to see, how many of you guys with a show of one are anti-Trump? Put up one in the chat. I need to know who the audience is so I can kind of share my thoughts and know who I'm talking to, because when you're in the YouTube Shorts algorithm, it's crazy all the time. If you're a pro-Trump supporter, put a 2 in the chat. Let's get those numbers. We got to find out where everybody at. Nobody's getting blocked. Nobody's getting blocked. Just talk your talk. I don't care. And if any moderators is in the building, leave the people alone. Let them just do their dirt, right? This is the dirt session. So let's see what we got. We got 2s. We got some 1s. Okay. Now, of course, you're going to have anti-Trump folks out there. And we also have some Trump supporters, right? Okay. Epstein is the one who's guilty. Epstein. Not Trump. Why nobody's talking about Clinton? Why nobody's saying, hey, let's drag Clinton every day? Why is nobody's doing that? Why nobody's saying, we got in the Epstein files. Bill Clinton is in the Epstein files. Why the media? Why the mainstream media is not talking about, Clinton? Why? Why they not talking about Clinton? Because they don't want Clinton. They want Trump. They want everybody to look at this situation and be like, yeah, Trump. Trump is guilty. Trump is a demon. Trump is a monster. Oh, my goodness. Meanwhile, there's no proof of anything. I cannot stand how social media is, bro. I cannot stand how on social media, anybody could be guilty. All you need is allegations. If you've been on social media, you heard about the, Kai Cenat's buddy, what's his name? Talil, or whatever the case is. He's under fire right now because some 304 decided to go out there and allege that he essayed her. And the whole thing is false. But because this is social media, everybody believe it. That's how the world is. Jerry says, so what proof do you have? What are you talking about? What proof? When did I say I'm coming to give you something? You must be talking to somebody else, because I never said I have proof of anything. My point is, a lot of people are going crazy over this Epstein file stuff, and you don't even know what you're going crazy for. What exactly are you looking for? To the Trump haters, right? What exactly are you looking for when you hear topics on Epstein files? What are you looking for? Come on, man. Let's have the conversation, y'all. Let's stop playing. To the Trump haters that are in the chat, right? You're not going to get blocked. You can post all the insults you want. You can call me N-words. Do whatever you want. I don't care, right? I want to know from you, as a Trump hater, what exactly are you waiting for concerning the Epstein files? What are you looking for? What are you craving? Because nothing has been exposed. So are you being brainwashed by social media and the mainstream media to just be a hater of Trump? Because it seemed like people are being influenced to just hate Trump off of no information. You know, it make no sense. I'm still waiting to see what people got to say. Again, I'm asking the Trump haters. If you are an anti-Trump hater, you don't like Trump, whatever the case is, come into the live chat. I want to know, with your comments, what are you looking for when you hear all this talk about Epstein files? Are you looking for dirt? What are you looking for? Because they already released everything. And if Trump was in some mess, he would have been exposed already. So what's the end game? Because you can't just continue hating someone. I can understand if you disagree. You could disagree with me. That's okay. But a lot of you are filled with hate and rage over this man. Like this man done did something to you personally. And you wondering why the president have to walk around with Secret Service agents and these guys got to be heavily armed. It's because a lot of folks in America, man, have a lot of mental issues. And people are on edge, man. And it's not just the president. You have regular Americans that feel that way, where they can't even walk around because it's like a lot of people are tweaking now. And it's because of social media. Sooner or later, man, sooner or later, it's going to happen. Social media is going to be regulated badly, bro. Sooner or later, guys, it's going to be regulated so heavily because a lot of folks, when they come on social media, man, y'all don't be knowing how to act, bro. Some of y'all be coming online like vigilantes. Y'all be in like groups of just angry mobs. And that stuff is going to be criminal soon. You're going to have people that's going to be in the comfort of their home or at work on their cell phone doing criminal activity on social media. And you're going to have law enforcement come to your job and pick you up. You're going to be like, how the hell they find me? Oh, the IP. And they're going to charge you with a crime. Because we have to begin to have these conversations and be civil. Now, I know the Trump supporters, they know that all of this Epstein file nonsense throwing Trump in it is BS. We already know it's BS. We're tired of hearing this stuff every single day. Listen, it seems as if though all of these mainstream media news companies are all anti-Trump. And you can see it when they on their air. They be like, they be talking as if though they really got something important to say. It's crazy. It don't make no sense. Let me see what they saying in the chat. Did you leave because gig is up? Why did Trump Jr., Vance, whatever, and all the MAGA demand all of the files for 6 years? What changed? Did you catch my question there, mate? The people that hate them have serious issues. Yeah, the people that hate Trump, they got serious issues. I'm just tired of hearing all the garbage, fam. Looking for all the guilty people. Guilty of what? If we're looking for all the guilty people, right? Now watch this. If we're looking for all the guilty people that may be connected with Epstein, why all the focus is on Trump? Focus is not on nobody else. So it's a smear campaign. Trump know it is. I know it is. Trump supporters know it is. We just want to see America great again. We just want things to work. We just want, the economy to be back on point, because everybody keep hating Trump and they don't realize that all this mess that we got today, all the drama we're going through, is based on the seeds that were planted from the former administration. It's like y'all don't get it. All right, let me bring it down to a level where you understand. You go to your job, the 9 to 5. At your job, you have supervisors, you have managers, administrators, deputy directors, all these different people in these key positions. Their job is to run operations and make sure that everything is, accordingly. If you had a supervisor for 4 years and they've been doing a horrible job at the company, we're behind on inventory, budgeting, management is down, people are just not coming to work, people not doing their jobs properly, poor training, everything is just running bad for 4 years straight. We get a brand new supervisor starting 2026. Once that supervisor get in office, that supervisor, that manager, just inherited a mess. Do you think that manager, in their first 3 months, is going to have the whole company turned around? No. They got to undo all the poor management, all the poor, everything, all the operations of the company have to re-regulate it and readjust it. And we have to go through new training, possibly get rid of some workers and hire new people in order to bring the company back up so it can run efficiently. Well, when you think about the country and you think about the former administration, they left a mess. A mess. Various policies were put in law. Various changes was made to your health care, to this, to that, all these different things, changes all over the place, ruined everybody's lives. So when I hear people say stuff like, well, I'm not into politics, you sound crazy. I used to be just like you. I used to think just like you until I started to look at the bigger picture. I'm starting like, wait. How could I say I'm not into politics when all this mess is affecting my life? All this mess and all these changes is affecting me and my family. So I gotta be into it. So when people say they not into this type of stuff, y'all gotta wake up. You gotta seriously wake up and realize that this is not a game. So when you look at Trump and you look at all the things that's going on, there was a mess that was created by the previous administration, which is effing up everybody's life. In some shape or form, a lot of the problems and the things you're going through is because of the previous administration, not because of Trump. You're blaming Trump because the seeds that were planted in the former administration grew in Trump's term. Farmers, you know what I'm talking about. When you plant seeds, there's a season, there's a process before they grow. Once they grow, you see the results. All the stuff we're seeing happen in the world, crime, this, that, things happen in other countries, other nations, it's all because of seed time and harvest. So what I'm seeing happening with Trump, with these Epstein files, it's to discredit Trump from everything that he's actually doing. We're not even hearing about, oh, Trump accomplished this, Trump accomplished that, because we're too busy focusing on Epstein files, focusing on this, focusing on what he said about somebody. I don't care what he said about somebody. He the president. I don't care. Well, he's being insensitive. I don't care. You be insensitive to people too. We don't got your recordings. See, that's the problem. You can be insensitive to people all you want. But when it comes to Trump, he have to be perfect. Man, I'm tired of hearing this mess, man. I'm tired of everybody acting like Trump is supposed to be a choir boy. Trump is supposed to act like a good old Christian. No, he's supposed to be a leader. He's supposed to rule. You know what I'm saying? A leader. See, if another nation wanted to go to war with the United States, are you going to want Trump to be soft? Or are you going to want him to be stern? Which one? Because if another nation wanted to come against the United States and you see Trump cowering down, talking about, oh, we just want to pray for each other. No, we going to war. We're going to drop bombs and we're going to do what we need to do. the people are going to want him to go to war. Not pray, not go on a fast. We're not listening to those pastors. No, you need to arm up the nation, get the military. That's what you're going to want. But for some reason, what I'm seeing in America is a lot of Americans don't know what leadership means. How about you go be the president? Let's see what you would do. Let's see what you do. Let's see how you run the nation. Half of you will run it right to hell, man. You won't even know what to do. You won't know what to do. You'll give up, cave in, and quit. Biden was soft. He was soft. You understand? Soft. Barack, soft. Yeah, but Barack was the first black president. No, he wasn't. What? Black? See, this is where everybody get it mixed up. See, first of all, Barack Obama is not a so-called black man. Barack Obama is not a so-called black man. Do your research about his nationality, who his father is, and where they come from. So he's not a so-called black man. I don't know why people keep going around saying Barack Obama is a so-called first black president. No, he's not. Barack Obama did not come from a so-called black man whose ancestors came out of the transatlantic slave trade. They're not putting no black man from the transatlantic slave trade, a blood descendant from the transatlantic slave trade. They're not putting none of them to be no president in America. Serious, man. Barack Obama is not a so-called black man. And that's why he did nothing for black people. What did Obama do for black people? Name one thing. What did Obama do? Nothing. Black folk were so proud when Barack got in office. They was like, yes, a black man, a brother. Barack didn't do nothing for black people. And that's what's so sad about blacks is that we let black face, people with melanated skin, fool us. Just like when they put black mayors in office, they do nothing for the black community, but put us in prison. That's it. They put us in prison and destroy our lives. They're more rough. It's just like if you're a black man and you get pulled over by a police officer. If he's black, you better run. If he's black, he's going to do you dirty, man. You be thinking that, oh, because he looked like you, he's going to do you right and, give you a break. No, he's going to be more rough on you, man. The white officer will treat you better. The black officer will try to show out, rough you up a little bit. Yo, get out the car. Get out the car. Yo, what did I, get out the car. The hell I do, bro? That's how it be, man. So I don't want to hear none of that black stuff. Like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear none of that stuff. What I want to know is who's leading the nation. Are they leading the nation the right way? Whether they white, black, I don't care. Are we going to the next level? To all of you that say, oh, well, I'm not into politics. I don't care about none of this stuff. Well, why are you here? Why are you viewing? Why are you here now? You shouldn't even be viewing if you're not into that type of stuff. You better be into it. Because I tell you right now, when stuff start happening in this world, you're going to want leadership. You're going to want people that's going to be on the front line to make sure that the American people is safe. That's what you're going to want. You said it's called the Willie Lynch syndrome? Yeah, definitely is. Shout out to you for the $2 support. I'm just trying to figure out why is it that we're stuck on this Epstein file things. Now, look, guys, look. I know this is social media. I know everybody got opinions. I'm no better than you. We're all human beings. Let's just be reasonable here. What is going on with the mainstream media keep pushing this Epstein thing over and over, and the man is dead, guys? Let's stop. Let's stop and let's think. Why they keep pushing this on us? Brainwashing us every day with Epstein files every day, and the man is dead now. They're not talking about nobody else but Trump every time. You gotta wake up and be like, wait, you right. What are they doing? They want all of us to hate Trump. They want us to see him as somebody that was victimizing underage women or trafficking women or doing some dirt. That's what they want us to think. And they're using the mainstream media, and they're also paying off influencers. Guys, listen to me. There are influencers on YouTube right now that already made contracts and deals with mainstream media to push propaganda about Trump every day. If you see YouTubers going live talking about, yeah, Trump, the Epstein files. Oh, yeah, we got him. Oh, yeah, they're doing this and they're doing that. And they're all being paid under the table. All of them. They're all being paid because you have to ask yourself the question, what is knowing about these Epstein files doing for me? Is the Epstein files paying my bills? I got bills to pay. I don't care about no Epstein files because he dead. Those victims, listen, they're going to have to get therapy. They're going to have to get help some other way. I didn't do nothing to them. Why they keep pushing this on us? If Epstein is dead, they can't criminalize nobody else. Okay, they released the files. Who's the criminal? Who do we need to put in jail besides Epstein? Because he dead. There's nobody there. So how long are they going to run this marathon? Let me see. Lisa Golden says it's because the elites going to reset the USA debt with digital money. Listen, shout out to you for your support. At the same time, I look, people, do not listen to any content that's talking about reset. That is a cliche social media clickbait. All of it is bullish. Do you understand me? All this talk about there's going to be a reset. We're going to be digital money. We're going to... People, please, stop letting these influencers lie to you. Guys, when you come to Ringo TV Reactions, right? I'm one of the only channels left that haven't been bought and paid for. Everybody else been bought and paid for. All these other influencers, there's going to be a reset. There's a reset coming. Oh, the digital currency. Or the all this mess. The very same people that's telling you all this mumbo jumbo cannot do nothing about it. So what are we supposed to worry about something? There's a danger. There's going to be a reset. A reset what? There's a reset button? Let me click it. Click. Okay, I still got bills. Where's the reset button? I thought you said it's going to be a reset. If there's going to be a reset, why my bills are still the same? Why my card note still coming out if there's a reset? Ain't no reset. It's bull crap. It's clickbait. Stop listening to these crazy influencers lying to you all day. Guys, I'm telling you, I really wish I could just open your brain and put the right software in so that you don't get deceived by these demons that are on social media as well as the mainstream media. They lying to you all day. They're lying. Look, beware of content that tells you stuff like this. There's a shift coming. There's a shift. Something's happening. Oh no. I can feel it. Something big is coming in the world. Something big is happening. We could feel the changes. Yup, something is coming. Something is coming in the world. Yup, we need to prepare. Guys, we need to prepare. Something is coming. That's craziness. That's madness. If you're listening to that garbage, turn it off. That's madness, people. Ain't nothing coming but your bills. You want to know what's big that's coming? Bills. That's what's coming. You're guaranteed every month. Every month your bills are going to come. That's the only thing that's coming. Ain't no big thing coming. These people are crazy. When they say these type of things, it's designed to make you live in fear. It's designed to make you worry about the future. Here's another one. You know, the economy is going to fall, guys. The dollar. Oh yeah, in China. Oh yeah, the dollar. Oh yeah, in Japan. Yeah, they no longer accepting the dollar. Yup. You know, we're going to have to change our currency. They're talking about digital currency. And, you know, the banks, yep, they're going to freeze all of our money. And, you know, the bank, man, shut up. I don't want to hear none of that garbage. That's pure garbage. They're telling you nothing but lies. YouTubers do this all the time, guys. Look, a lot of you viewers may not believe me. Again, I'm one of the very few YouTubers that are left that haven't been bought and paid for. All these YouTubers been bought and paid for, guys. They do anything for clicks. They'll tell you the world is about to end if it means they're going to get some views. They do not care about the people. I'm just trying to wake people up to be realistic and stop letting everybody take advantage of you. I understand how social media work. I understand how video work and how people can pull you in through emotion. A lot of people are lying to you. This whole Trump fiasco with Epstein is one big smear campaign to make people hate Trump. And again, you could disagree with things Trump did. There's nothing wrong with that. But if we're gonna come after Trump, we need facts. We need to have substantial evidence of something he did. If we're not gonna talk about that, we need to stop talking. Because we're just wasting everybody's time at this point. You know? It don't make no sense. Everybody's talking about Epstein files. Okay. How many of you folks that are viewing right now, how many of you that are listening right now have the Epstein files in hand? Put a 1. How many of you have the Epstein files in hand? Okay, what's in it? What's in the files? What's in the files? What do you have in those files that put Trump and makes him a criminal? Where is it? Where is it? Where's the info? It's none. That's my point, man. Shout out to Lone Patriot for the support. The $5 support says, yup, I'm tired of false misleading allegations. Listen, I agree with you 1,000%. I am tired of hearing it, man. I'm just tired of hearing this mess. I want to know about, is the country moving up? Are we getting better? Is things changing? All I'm hearing is this negative, false allegations every single day. And then the influencers, they're just as worse. They're just as guilty as the mainstream media because everybody trying to eat. Now that YouTube have monetization, the mainstream media, they put out lives every day. Click, 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 click. Everybody's viewing. 100,000 views, 300,000 views. You know what that translate in ad revenue? Money. So at the end of the day, all this Epstein stuff, that's what it's about. It's not about no truth. It's about making money, man. You don't see me doing that. Now, of course, I'm a YouTuber. I earn money, but you don't see me pushing the lie. I don't push none of that garbage. You don't see me making videos. Yes, we got them, guys. The Epstein files. I got them. Look, guys. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe it. I have the Epstein files. Trump is guilty. You don't see me doing that. I don't make videos about that garbage. I don't care. I don't care about none of this Epstein stuff because I realize that Epstein is dead. You know what I mean? If he victimized a lot of women, it is what it is. They got to seek help somewhere else. I didn't do nothing to them. So it's not me. My thing is this. They keep throwing Trump under the bus. And we don't have no proof of nothing. What did he do? What did Trump do? What did Trump do to all you Trump haters that got the Epstein files in hand? What do you got? Photos? So hold up. Taking a photo with somebody's a crime? But Ringo, Trump was in photos with Epstein. So what? So what? I was in photos with people back in the days that are in prison right now. Does that mean I'm guilty? I knew friends back in the day, and I took photos with them. And guess what? They went to prison for murder. Does that mean I'm guilty? No. A lot of you took photos with people that are no good, and you're not friends with them no more. So why are we still talking about this? That make no sense. Diddy is featured in photos with hundreds of people, thousands of people. Everybody. Diddy hanging around everybody, bro. Listen, half of all of these industry people been to Diddy parties, man. They been to the freak offs. They had the Diddy oil poured over them, bro. Look at Ray J. Ray J came out the other day and admitted that Diddy took his butt. He came on camera and said Diddy took his butt. You see what I mean? This is what goes on in the industry. How come nobody ain't talking about that? How come 50 Cent ain't putting Ray J into the documentary? Because nobody cares, man. So who cares if Trump was featured in a photo with Epstein? You already got photos already. Yeah, but they took out photos from the Epstein files. So, it's because Trump is in the photos. You already got photos already. You already got photos with Trump next to Epstein. So what? What does that prove, man? I'm tired of hearing about this garbage, bro. I really wish the news media could just stop doing that because YouTube keeps sending that garbage to my recommendations. Every time I turn on my computer, check my phone, recommendation, Epstein file. And I would click that I don't want these notifications. And YouTube keeps sending me these notifications, man. I'm like, but my goodness, bro. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy, bro. Look at somebody here. Somebody just said, just explain why they don't release the files. Are you nuts? We already explained, and you're asking me to explain? We already explained. Do y'all watch the news? Do y'all know anything about the news? If you watch the news, the 13 files that was removed was reinstated. Did you read the video title? You know why they were reinstated? Because the files that were removed had sensitive information about victims. That's it. I believe they said one of the files featured a photo that involved Trump. Trump was in a photo and he was standing around some people or whatever the case is. I didn't even look at it because I don't care. I'm just reading because I go and I read to find out what I'm talking about before I go live. That way, if you want to fact check me, you can go Google it. And they were basically saying that before releasing the files, sensitive information like photos, they didn't blur them out. They didn't cover faces. They didn't do this. They didn't do that. So if they was to release everything, people would have been exposed. Not Trump, victims or somebody that may have been around Epstein, because they said something about there was something with a court, and the court is trying to protect victims in regards to the Epstein files. So if a victim, a survivor, feel that, hey, this photo may jeopardize their career today, they had to remove those files. Y'all making it seem like Trump went into a file cabinet and removed something. Trump have no power to do that, guys. What's the matter with everybody? Why do you folks think that Trump is sitting at a database next to a computer like, okay, let me remove this, let me remove that? No, he can't. He can't do that. He don't make that decision. You know? You said they can block the faces. Well, based on what the report says, because I only can speak for the report, they didn't block or cover or whatever they did. I'm not sure what it's called again. You said this guy is just making up random-ish argue. Let me put you on the block list, man. Matter of fact, I'm not going to put you on the block list because I said I'm not going to block nobody during the live. But you're speaking garbage, man. Because you're basically saying this guy is making up random, making up. Go research it. Go research it. Did you Google what I said? Did you go Google what I just finished talking about? 13 photos were removed from the files. Y'all acting like something was incriminating, like there was some sort of photos of some naked stuff or some mess. The photos were pretty much put back. Go do the research and don't come here posting garbage. See, that's what I don't like about social media. You got these imbeciles that come in here posting stupid comments. They didn't do no research. I do the research. See, when you come online, you listen to these dumb influencers that just brainwash you. I actually go study what I talk about before I talk about it. That way, when the viewer leaves and they go Google it up, they'll be like, oh, snap, Ringo was right. 13 files were removed. Now they were reinstated. And based on what happened, the Democrat Party was basically accusing, I forgot exactly who they were accusing that, oh, they were trying to cover up something for Trump. And I guess a representative from Trump's administration basically roasted that person by saying this had nothing to do with no photos of Trump. Because why? You already got photos of Trump. So why would he try to hide photos that include him? You already got him already on photos. Photos don't mean guilty. Photos or being in a photo next to somebody doesn't mean you're guilty. Doesn't mean you're guilty. Let me see. Somebody says, none of us even mentioned the 13 files. You've brought it up like 5 times. Why don't you go do the research and shut up? Because a lot of you are just acting dumb, bro. I feel like I'm talking to kids, bro. I really wish YouTube could literally just block all immature people from coming into live streams. Because I'm a grown man. And I don't like talking to these kids on social media. If you're a kid, get off the platform, fam. Like, this is not for you. This is for grown folk. Right? Go play Nintendo, play your PS5, and just shut up. Because if you're not going to go do the research and educate yourself on what's going on, stay out of the conversation. Because all you're doing is wasting everybody's time. Right? Shout out to Mr. Walker 96 for the $5 support. Says, salute, brother. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. If you do the research, it clearly says what it says, fam. You know, and if I wanted, I could just go get my laptop and bring out more info, but I don't got no time. You know, I already spoke what I need to spoke off the top of my head because why? I did the research already. I already did the research. You didn't do the research. Go Google it. You know? Let me see. Somebody says, I don't like your attitude. I don't care. I don't like yours. What's new? Let me see. Craig says, you don't have any info. Yeah, you don't have any brains. Because if you had a brain, you would go do the research. See, this is the problem with people that are dumb, is that you can give them the truth, guys, and they won't listen to you. This is what social media produce. Listen, social media produce dumb people, bro. I literally spoke everything. All you got to do is just go do the research. People saying, you don't even got no information. You don't got nothing. I already done spoke everything. I already shared anything. Everything was already shared. And people still asking dumb questions. This is sick, man. Absolutely sick, bro. Imagine being around people this dumb, bro. And I'm not saying everybody that's viewing is dumb. I'm talking about them idiots that keep commenting and they're posting stupid comments, guys, after I already explained everything. How many times do I have to explain the same thing over and over? And then when I repeat myself, you'll have somebody else posting another dumb comment. Oh, you just keep repeating yourself. It's like no matter what you do, it's never enough. People just like being dumb. People are willingly ignorant of the truth. They're willingly ignorant, man. They just rather be dumb. You give them the truth, they want to argue with you. It's crazy, man. 13 files were removed. Go Google it. Go Google it. Could somebody go Google it? Somebody go Google it and tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Go do the research, because half of these idiots that come over here who have no brains, they didn't graduate high school. They live in a mama's basement, and they're just plain dumb. Because when we're talking about serious topics, I expect you to go fact check me. Pause, get off the stream, go Google it. Oh, snap, you're right. You're right. Oh, snap, my bad. No. You want to be Beavis and Butthead dumb and come in here, just be stupid. You don't got no info. You don't got no brain, fam. Go do the research. Nothing in those files that were reinstated exposes Trump. So to all the Trump haters that are looking for dirt, there's no dirt. There's no dirt. I'm tired of this garbage with this Epstein stuff. And to all you mainstream media folks, you folks are devils, bro. You folks are pure demons, because all you do every day is talk about Trump, 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 Epstein, Trump. Every day. Is that the only thing going on in America? The only thing these people do is talk about Trump. It's all about ratings, guys. Guys, listen to me very carefully, man. When it comes to social media, when it comes to news broadcasting, ratings is everything. Ratings. Why do you think they talk about this so much? Ratings equals money. So if they could talk about Trump, 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 Trump every day, Trump, 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 Trump every day, that's how they make money. That's how they make the money, fam. Because that's the hot topic. That's the topic that interests Americans. A lot of Americans hate Trump, so they want to hear dirt. It's like if somebody hate me. They want to hear an influencer talk about me. Same thing. It don't even have to be the truth. As long as it's a lie and it's about me, people are entertained by it. You know? Lisa says, shout out to you for the $2 support, says, do you believe Epstein file is smoke and mirror? I think the Epstein file situation is pure bullcrap. I'm tired of hearing about it. It's not about anything of smoke and mirrors or this and all this other goofy stuff. I don't got time for all of that stuff. Where is the proof? What are we doing? What is the big deal? What are we looking for concerning Trump? Could anybody, somebody tell me, what are we looking for? What happened? What did Trump do? Did an accuser come forward? Did a victim come forward and said, Trump did this to me? I'll wait. Did a victim come forward and say that Trump did this to me? Where's the evidence? Could somebody provide that, please? Ain't no smoke and mirror stuff. This is one big distraction and a smear campaign against the president to undermine his authority, to make us not focus on any accomplishments that the president is making, and we just keep looking at him in a negative light. It's like anything Trump do, anything Trump say, the news media is there to put it on blast. Oh, he called somebody this. Let's put it on blast. He said this about somebody. I didn't like his words. I'm offended. Man, stop it, bro. People are crazy. People are absolutely crazy, man. Let's see what we got. Anything Trump does, learn to speak English. Oh, boy, I tell you. We can keep giving you the info, but you'll keep ignoring it. Nobody ain't ignoring anything. There's nothing I can do about anything. Y'all just wasting your time. None of you could do nothing to Trump. Let's just make that very clear. None of you haters of Trump could do anything to him but hate. Hating doesn't show proof. You can hate all day. I want to know where's the proof of something that he did. What did he do? What did Trump do? What did he do? What did he do? Nobody don't have no answers. Nobody don't have no answers. Come on now. Yeah, Trump didn't do nothing. See, the anti-Trump trolls, these are paid crisis actors. These are people that their job is to come on social media and just rage bait and just go crazy. That's their job. I realize that now. A lot of these people that you see come to my platform when I talk about Trump topics, they're paid whatchamacallit bots. They come online and they just negative all day. No solutions, nothing. You know? You said, why are you trying to defend this convicted felon? I tell you guys, selective hearing is amazing. It's amazing, guys. Convicted felon. Now the topic went from the files being reinstated to somebody saying somebody's a convicted felon. Y'all got to literally watch the things you say on social media about people. Got to watch this stuff, man. Because y'all just be spreading a bunch of disinformation all day and thinking that you're right about something. It looks crazy when you think about that. You know, go Google what you just said and see what comes back. Go Google what you just said and see what happens. Right? Let me see. You know what's so crazy about this with this convicted felon stuff? A lot of you are convicted felons. A lot of you are convicted felons. What's new? What's new? A lot of you sin. He who is amongst you without sin cast the first stone. Man, I tell you, bro. People are weird, bro. Shout out to Jay Wash for the 4 months membership. Says you guys got to listen and stop typing. They're not even paying attention. They're just typing away. Shout out to Lisa again for the $5 support. Says, I believe Trump knows something. That's why the media and Democrats are attacking him. It's not just that he knows something. Trump is a smart man. Trump is very intelligent. He's very smart. That's why he's leading the nation right now. And a lot of us are not. Because we act like we know a lot, but we don't know nothing. You have to have real leadership skills to be in that position, fam. And the reason why he's there is because a lot of people don't like the decisions he's making. That's why he's getting all these attacks. He's undoing what the Biden administration put into place. Biden was a puppet and a zombie. Y'all saw Biden when he was in office. He used to stand around like this. There have been meetings where they're briefing people, and you see Biden stuck, and a typical NPC just standing there like this. They had to literally get him and be like, and he's like, what the heck is that? NPC. He was a robot, guys, a machine. That is what they had in office, making decisions for the nation. You don't think Trump know that? Trump know all these things. They don't like that Trump is undoing all the mess. And the mainstream media is trying to make it seem like Trump is doing this horrible job. No, he's actually doing what he said he's going to do. He's doing what he said he's going to do. They're just upset about it. How many times this dummy going to keep saying he can't even read? What are you here for? He can't even read. You ever tried reading from a cell phone? You ever tried reading tiny text? I didn't know you have ant eyes or spider eyes, but why do you keep coming to platforms posting stupid comments when you didn't even graduate high school? and you live with your mama still. If you living with your mama, you're sorry. So I suggest you just go back to school. Let me see. Here is my argument. 30 plus victims are saying that abusers are still being protected. The victims want the files released. I don't care if Trump is in them. What's your response? My response is this. You're saying there's 30 plus victims, right? You said 30 plus victims are saying that abusers are still being protected. Okay, who are they? If these victims were victimized by these people, who are they? I'll wait. Who are they? After thousands of years pass by, all of a sudden these victims are saying, oh, they're still being protected. Okay, who are they? So hold up. To all the victims of Epstein, you mean to tell me you were around all these men that you claim victimized you and you don't know who the hell they are? Let's have a lineup. Okay, sister. Okay, lady. Which one of these guys touched you? I don't know which one, but I would like for the files to be released because I feel like they're being protected. Okay, ma'am, the guys are right in front of you. Which one did this to you? That's my point. Nobody don't know anything. And that's a problem. That's a problem. And see, nobody can answer that. Who are these people that are being protected? Could somebody name a name? Who are they? And how do you tie them to a victim? Where's the proof? I believe a lot of you that are listening, that are not trying to pay attention, you're dumb. You're not smart. If victims are saying people are being protected, listen, who are they? Who are they? What did they do? And where's the proof? You can't protect someone if you have proof. Where's the proof? Who? Where they at? What did they do? What did they do? Bro, I tell you, man, if somebody's accusing me, what did I do? Where's the proof? Could you show it? Are there any victims? I'm a victim. Okay, what did Ringo do to you? Well, I don't know. I was, under a drug and I really couldn't see. I was kind of blurry, but it looks like it's him. I don't know if it's him, but. So you want us to imprison a man that you don't even know if it was him. That's where you folks do. That's what y'all doing right now. And to me, that's dumb. Really, really dumb, man. Shout out to Florida and Rollo for the $10 support. Says they prefer to lose than win. These same folks don't provide, I guess, for their families. They anti-American and love and have evil ways about them. Trump doing stuff while they complain about their I guess low life ways, for real. Shout out to Florida and Rollo for the support. And that's the thing, man. It's like Trump is doing all of these different things for America, and all we seem to focus on is negativity. So it's like the negativity is outweighing the positives. And that's the very same thing that Trump was talking about the other day. That it seemed like every time there's something new, they throw something else at him. They just keep throwing things. And while Trump is making progress in America, the mainstream media is smearing everything he's doing. So it looks like Trump ain't doing nothing. That's how it looks. And everybody's angry. And then the mainstream media is saying, see, you don't got no money. See, your health care premium. See, inflation. You see, it's Trump's fault. Now everybody's looking at Trump. That's how it is right now. Let me see. Da 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 da. I'm telling you, man, a lot of people, it's like they're stuck in their ways, man. They're really stuck in their ways. A lot of you just love propaganda, man. Propaganda news sells more than real news. You ever notice the news media never give you good news? You know why? Nobody would watch. Nobody would watch. Imagine the news media giving you good news. Welcome, everybody. My name is Bob Gilbert, and I am the correspondent for WRB5 News. Today's top story: a father, a loving father of 5, took his sons to play basketball. Jerry, roll the film. We're on site right now. We can see the father. He's playing basketball with his son. Wow, Dad, do you have a word for us? Yeah, I was just trying to show my son that I'm a good father. Back to you, Bill. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, wonderful news. Fathers are back in the home. Nobody's watching that. Nobody's watching that news report. They don't want to hear that. You know what they want to hear? Top stories today: the Epstein files. Trump, the administration, for some reason, 13 files were removed from the Epstein files. Trump and his administration is panicking right now. John, do you have any more details about this? Yes, Bill. Based on what we're hearing, the administration is running for cover. They appear to be removing files. Trump is panicking. They're saying he's in the hospital, and that's what people want to hear. That's what people like. People love drama. They love controversy, propaganda, messy stuff. That's what tunes in. Ooh, I want to hear that. What? Ooh. They don't want to hear the truth. People tune in to hear the lie. Lies sell more than the truth. A lie spread faster than the truth. That's how it goes, man. Let me see. Da 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 da. They're eating what? I have a cousin named MAGA. Was a very easy mark for Trump. Those people will miss their opportunities to prosper. Tariffs are not working. I tell you, man, America's in trouble when you got people that don't have brains, bro. I tell you, man, a lot of people don't have brains, guys. It's the world we live in now. Something's wrong with Americans, bro. And then again, I don't even know if everybody's in the chat is American. That's another thing. That's another question, because that doesn't mean everybody that's in the chat is from America. So we can't even say that everybody here is American. A lot of people could be from other places that hate America, and they're in the chat posing like they're American to make it look like Americans are dumb, because this is crazy. It don't make no sense, because anybody that's in America is supposed to be in tune with what's going on. And all I'm trying to say is, if we're going to hold Trump accountable, let's find the proof. Where's the proof? What did he do? Did he do something to somebody? Did a victim from the Epstein files or anything with Epstein, did victims come forward and say, hey, This is what Trump did to me. Trump did this to me. Trump, I remember. Trump did this to me. Okay, where's the proof? Where are the victims accusing Trump? Where are they? There are none. That's my point. Okay, so what are we doing? Y'all saw what happened with Bill Cosby. You had these 90-year-old women. These women are old. They have Alzheimer's. They got all sorts of issues and problems. They came out of the woodworks crucifying Bill Cosby, saying that Bill Cosby drugged them and did this and that. After 1,000 years passed by, these victims knew Bill Cosby did something to them. Okay, with the Epstein situation, where are the victims who came forward saying, Trump took me in the back room and he did this to me? Come on now. Look, another clown says, no way, he's defending Cosby. You see these dummies, bro? Everything to that dumbass is, he's defending somebody. He's defending somebody. All I'm doing is talking and bringing up examples. And these uneducated fools keep showing up here posting stupid comments, bro. Something's wrong with these people, man. Mentally disturbed, bro. Just posting stupid comments all day. Yeah. If Trump did something with some woman, it would have been came out already. He wouldn't have been exposed. Women would have came out of the woodworks. Oh, he bent me over. He did this. He told me to open wide. I can't believe it. It would have been exposed already. But there's nothing there. People are just making up lies every day to sell papers, man. Listen, the New York Post, the Daily News, all of these companies are making money off selling lies. That's all they do is sell lies. All day. Why were these files created in the first place? I don't know. I don't even care. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what's the big deal. Epstein is supposed to be dead. What are we still talking for? Listen, guys, let's just stop. The victims of Epstein just want money. They just want money, man. Let's just get to the point. They want money. So in order to get money, let's create dirt. Let's just keep talking and talking. Let's just find somebody to blame. We need to be compensated. We want money. Money, 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 money. But he dead. So being that he dead, it's like, what are you going to do now? You can't get no money. They want money. They ain't getting no money, man. Sorry. I don't know what you're going to do now. The so-called victims are looking around and they're trying to find how could they get money. That's what this is all about. Because what is this all about? What's the end goal? To put somebody in jail? Come on now. We know, listen, just look at the Cassie situation. Look at the Cassie situation, guys. Look at the situation with Shannon Sharp, you know, the simp sucker, Shannon Sharp. And I got to say it straight. You're a simp sucker, bro. Because at the end of the day, and we're not talking about your NFL career, you're definitely the man in that regard. You know, you and your brother. At the end of the day, Shannon Sharp is a simp sucker because why? He got played by a so-called 20-something-year-old and end up paying her millions of dollars. Millions. Because he wanted to go out there and find this young tenderoni. And now she's living her best life with all his money. You see how that worked? Diddy situation. He was with Cassie. Cassie was a willing participant in all the freak-offs. Cassie was the freak. Cassie introduced freak-offs to Diddy. Y'all think Diddy was the freak. Cassie was the freak. Cassie said all of this in the emails. The Cassie files, y'all remember the Cassie files? She confessed. She liked having her legs wide open. She said she liked stuff in her mouth, guys. Come on now. And Diddy ended up paying her $20 million, plus she got $10 million from the hotel. It seemed like all these women are after money. They're all getting paid. So when you look at the Epstein files, those victims, they just want money. But being that he's dead, they can't really get nothing if the man is dead. If he's dead, they can't get nothing. Case is closed. So what they need is for something to be on the files to show some sort of cover up. Where these files come from? Why would there even be files? If Epstein was doing all of this evil stuff, so he was writing stuff down, this stuff don't make no sense. When you really think about it. So Epstein is this horrible monster demon, and he's writing files down. Okay, this is who I trafficked. This is what I did. These are all the guys that was in on it. Yep, we got to... Man, stop it. This whole thing is one big distraction. I'm not listening to none of this. Whole Epstein file stuff is a big hoax, bro. It's a joke. You know? It's one big joke to me, bro. Because none of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. A victim would know who was the one that victimized her. If you're a lady and you was violated by somebody in the music industry, somebody who's an actor, you cannot get justice if you don't know who did it. If you don't know who's the man that essayed you, trafficked you, violated you, and you don't know who it is, what are we doing? What is this manhunt? Who are we looking for if we don't know who we're looking for? This makes no sense. Am I the only smart one in the room? Because none of this stuff makes sense. Who are we looking for? Who's the goblin? Who's the bad guy? Come on now. Somebody wrote earlier, there's 30 plus victims and they just don't want, the other people being protected. Who are these other people? Because the only name I keep hearing is Trump, 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 Trump. Not one of these victims came forward to say, Trump did this to me. Nobody. They're just looking for something. Because throughout all the years, nobody was talking about Trump. Nobody was talking about Trump. Now all of a sudden, Trump, 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 Trump. Every video, Trump, Trump, Trump. You got influencers going live every minute. Trump, Trump, Trump. Trump did this. Trump, the Epstein files. Trump. I'm just laughing, man, because it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense, man. Let me see. The victims are protected. These people just as much as the government is. Name somebody. That's what I want. I want who. Listen, I think the victims are protecting the perpetrators, man. At this point, all of this is BS. And you viewers got to speak by letting the powers that be know from the mainstream media that you're tired of hearing about this Epstein garbage because nobody's making sense. Put out a name. To the victims of the Epstein files, or whatever the case is, to all the victims of Epstein, right? Are the people you claim is being protected? Who are they? Who's being protected? Who? Who did something to you? Could somebody tell me what did they do? What did they do? Nobody don't know nothing. So nobody don't got no names. Nobody don't have no receipts of nothing that somebody did. Come on, man. You said victims asked to release all the files. They don't care. What? The victims asked to release what's on the files, man. What files? What files? What's on these files, bro? Is it a pornography tape? Is it a video of somebody getting banged? What's on the tapes, on the files? Where are the files, man? This stuff don't make no sense, guys. Come on, man. This stuff is dumb, bro. This stuff is dumb, bro. All of this Epstein stuff is dumb now, bro. Victims want the files to be unredacted. Victims are okay with unredacted files. I tell you, bro. It's a distraction, guys. The Epstein files situation is a distraction to just smear Trump's name. So to all the Trump supporters, that's what it's all about. You should know this already. The Trump haters, they just love hearing dirt. They don't even know they don't even know why they hate Trump, to be honest. They don't even know why they hate Trump. They just hate him just to hate him because they hate themselves. You know? They hate themselves, and typically when somebody hates somebody, it's because they hate themselves. When you love yourself and you're about your own business and you're doing your own thing, you don't got no time to be hating nobody because you're actively, living your life. But when you hate somebody and you're always there to express hate, every time you got the opportunity to spread hate, it's because you don't love yourself. You're just a loser. No life whatsoever. So you try to destroy somebody else's life so you can feel better. Right? So that's all I'm going to say, guys. Pretty much get up on out of here, man. Because, I'm just fed up with all this Epstein stuff. I'm tired of hearing about it, guys. I'm really tired of hearing about it. And I'm not saying tired in the sense of me talking about it. I'm talking about the people who keep bringing it up and there's nothing there. Every other day, it's a new video. The Epstein files. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, they covering up. See, Trump is covering it up. What are you getting from this nonsense? Because it's not doing nothing for you. Like, what are we looking for? Not one victim came forward and said, Trump sexually assaulted me. I remember the year, the date. I remember what he had on. Nobody said these things. It's one thing if a victim came forward accusing Trump. Nobody did that. So it's like, now, what are we looking for? Pictures? Okay, you got all the files. Nothing is there. Can we stop talking about Trump and Epstein every damn minute? This stuff is sickening now. Every day, Trump, Trump, Trump. Trump, Trump, Trump. Trump is not Epstein, y'all. Trump is not Epstein. Epstein is dead. Do y'all not understand? Epstein is dead, bro. This is sick, man. This is crazy, man. Somebody said go debate somebody with facts, not a monologues. They'd chew you up. I don't got time to be debating fools. Only idiots debate. A person that knows the truth don't need to debate because you know the truth already. A person debating somebody, you're just wasting your time. Because when you understand what a debate is, it's two idiots clashing with each other. Because if you know the truth, I don't have to debate you this. That's like 2 + 2 is 4, and I'm debating you. You believe 2 + 2 is 3. And I'm literally debating you. When I know already that 2 + 2 is 4, there's no debate. Why would I even subjugate myself to a debate about something when I know the truth? So only an idiot would sit around debating another person when they already know the truth. People who debate are not logical people. They're dummies. It's two dummies that are both wrong debating each other to see who's right. They're both in pride. When you know the truth, you can't debate it. Let's see. So that's about it, guys. I'm gonna get up on out of here, man. Get up on out of here. Because, the trolls are just trolling all day, wasting our time with a bunch of nonsense. And don't post no links in the comments. That will automatically get you blocked. So you're blocked. Do not post links in my comments. or try to even post that, that's not going to stay there, right? Because I don't know if that's some sort of code, some sort of hack, or whatever the case is, but that's not allowed, right? Let me see. You says you edifying it now. Don't nobody care what you are saying, literally. I think you want to check your grammar because you're not making no sense. You edifying it now. You know what edifying mean? You didn't graduate, I see. You did not graduate. You edifying it now. You edifying it now? If I'm edifying you, that means I'm teaching you something. That's a good thing. Really? You edifying it now? Wow, this is crazy, guys. You edifying it now? Nobody don't care what you are saying, literally. If they didn't care, why would it be edifying? See, you're a dumbass. You just said I'm edifying the people. That's a good thing. Now you're saying they don't even care what Bro, I tell you, man. A lot of these folks didn't graduate, bro. Oh, my goodness. Don't try to clean it up now. Don't even try to clean up nothing. You already said what you said. You already gave me my credit. You said I'm edifying everybody. So keep that same energy. Keep the same energy. Those are the words you chose. So, hey, I'm going to leave on that positive note. Right? So I'm going to get up on out of here, guys. It is what it is. So y'all can continue to hate. Say what you got to say. I'm going to continue to speak this truth and whatnot. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already for some more content. We provide the best content on YouTube. We keep it real with the people. Shout out to all the Trump supporters in the building. You know what I mean? I just don't like this Epstein drama that keep going on every single day. I'm tired of hearing about it. And also, if you're a viewer, beware of content creators that keep talking about Epstein files, Epstein files, Epstein files, when Trump is not guilty of anything. This stuff is sickening. Those influencers are just trying to hold you there long enough to make money. That's it. They don't care about none of this stuff. They just trying to feed you the poison that you get from the mainstream media. Everybody's trying to eat off of Trump. That's what everybody's trying to do right now. I'm trying to clear the air to make people stop listening to the garbage. Stop listening to the mainstream media when they talking about Trump, because Trump haven't been accused of anything. No victims came forward and says, hey, Trump did this to me. None. You already got the Epstein files. They already looked over the Epstein files. There's nothing in there that incriminates Trump. So let's stop talking about Trump and Epstein. Could we stop doing this? Nobody's talking about Clinton. Nobody's talking about this person. Nobody's talking about that person. All the focus is on Trump. It's a smear campaign. Come on now. I thought you were leaving. Let me help you out. Let me make you leave, since you said I thought you were leaving. Now I'm going to start blocking people. Now you're blocked. I'm going to make you leave. And I hope you left. Don't stay in the clouds watching, being sarcastic and dumb. This is my platform. I can stay, I can leave, I can do what I want. I ain't finished speaking. Now you're blocked. Now you can't speak. Now you can't type. You got to go get a new account in order to type. Ha ha. So now, guys, I'm going to get up on out of here and go get something to eat. Take care of some business. I'll be back on later on. I got some videos I uploaded, so you can check those out. I might just release those in the morning. I might release them in the morning because I have to check to see if any of my viewers are still up. But peace and blessings to everybody. I'm going to get up on out of here. It is what it is. Look at somebody else says, why do you people... Wait, hold on. Why do you people hate Trump so much? They can never answer the question. They could never answer that question. They don't even know why they hate Trump. It's really because mainstream media and social media influencers, that's why they're called influencers. They influence you to hate or they influence you to be positive. You got to know which side you on, guys. Anyway, I don't want to continue talking. I'll be here forever. So peace and blessings, everybody. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Also, come into the comment section after the stream ended. Let me know what you think about the video and so on and so forth. Let me know if you're new here, if you're a newly subscribed person to the channel. Appreciate you subscribing. Hit the hype button and everything else. It is what it is. I'm out. Peace. You come back next time so you can hate some more. I'm out.